Tonight on Evening, a photographer who's making the Pacific Northwest Instagram famous with help from one picture-perfect pug.
I'm Michael King in Kent, and these boots were made for walking for 125 years.
Team Evening puts the pedal to the metal in a go-kart race. But is there sabotage afoot?
I think St. gave me a slow car.
And I'm Jim Dever at the Northwest African American Museum. Happy Black History Month. In a minute, I'm going to tell you how they're keeping history alive in the Central District. But first, the Northwest is known for its beautiful scenery, mountain landscapes, city skylines, the Puget Sound. But there is a photographer in Port Orchard who is making those landscapes even more famous with a little help from a furry friend. I dare you not to smile while you see this story. Here's Abby Grimmett.
Capturing the beauty of the Pacific Northwest
Norm, what are you barking at?
with an adorable four-legged sidekick.
He goes everywhere with me.
It's just another day in the life of Jeremy Veach and his pug Norm.
Oh, I lost him. Norm, come on.
Norm came into the picture 5 years ago.
Oh, I just always wanted a dog, and I originally wanted actually an English bulldog. When I saw Norm, I was like, I want that guy. So, stuck with him ever since.
Jeremy had no idea then his newfound companion would put him on a path to incredible opportunities.
I never knew really you could make a living from social media. It's pretty crazy. At the time when I started Instagram, I didn't have anyone to take photos of. And then I got Norm, so I had him be my subject of my photos. Like those people taking photos of the people over there, I just want to take the human out and put Norm in. I like that shot, like the typical Instagram shot, but got a little spin on it with Norm.
Jeremy has since traveled the world while sharing Norm's view of it with more than 300,000 Instagram followers. Most of their photo shoots happen while exploring the outdoors.
So we just hike along, and then if we see anywhere that looks good for a photo, we would just stop. It doesn't really matter where it is. We don't really plan anything. It's all this spur of the moment stuff.
If they're stuck at home, the pair plays with props, but they still keep it simple.
All those ones at home are, if you see me do them, they're not that cool. It's just I'm on a coffee table usually with some backdrop behind us.
If Norm could talk, what do you think he'd say about all of this and being a famous dog?
Oh, I think he loves it. Yeah, especially like when we go to the beaches, he loves running on the beach. Norm. But also, he probably thinks it's weird when we walk down the street and people are like, Norm. He has no idea who they are. Never seen them in his life.
But even though he's a pretty famous pug,
Muddy face.
at the end of the day, Norm is still just a regular dog who happens to have a talented and grateful human as a best friend.
Yeah, before him, and I didn't do any of this. I didn't go out and travel as much, or I was still taking photos, but nothing like I was doing now. Yeah, Norm definitely changed my life.
Okay, you can follow Jeremy and Norm's adventures on Instagram. We have the link up on our website. It is also right here on the screen. Am I pointing to the right spot? I never can quite tell. Our journey through the world of Northwest art continues now as we take you to a small apartment in Lake City for what the stranger calls the best underground art collection in Seattle. Steve Reep paints houses for a living, but he collects art for a life.
Everything that George Hearns does, he stamps in the corners L-O-V-E.
More than 4 decades ago, the Lake City man first traded his services painting an artist's home in exchange for a piece that caught his eye.
It's called Meteor. It's a pinball machine.
And he never stopped.
Just kept going.
Aside from barter, he also buys.
I've always had about a $200 to $300 budget every month.
Now Steve owns hundreds of high-quality pieces.
I just go, I love it, I want it.
From Seattle, Portland, and LA artists.
This painting right here was in the Fry.
The most valuable object of art is worth more than $70,000.
I have art that's a few $100s too.
Even the bathroom boasts work from major artists. Sometimes things get a little cramped here in his modest apartment.
So what I do is rotate.
Steve Reap ran out of space long ago, but he'll never run out of passion.
It just brings such energy to my life. It really means a lot.
Perhaps Steve's favorite piece is this one. It's called Ducky's Revenge. The artist, one Jim Dever. That's right, I painted that for a Bumbershoot exhibition a few years ago, and I didn't know this, but Steve bought that piece for $100, which went to my favorite charity, Camp Corey. So I appreciate Steve appreciating fine art. All right, we have the need at evening, the need for speed. That's why we're going go-kart racing for this week's Field Trip Friday. Watch closely as controversy erupts.
I wanted to bring everybody to the Family Fun Center here in Tukwila. It's been around since 1999. There are all kinds of attractions, but the attraction I'm most attracted to is go-kart racing. I love racing. It's all about who's fastest.
I am super excited to be here. I have never driven go-karts before my whole life, so I am very excited to try this for the first time.
The rules are no bumping. We're going to do 5 laps. The loser has to go into the screaming swing.
Not the scary swing.
I don't want to go in the scary swing.
I'm not going.
I brought along a secret weapon.
Michael has driving gloves. So ridiculous. It's go-karts.
My strategy is simple. It's the same as always. Get out first, in the front, and dominate. Show no mercy. Win.
3, 2, 1, go!
As my car went, there was a flash of orange jacket, and I saw that Saint was going at least roughly 87 miles an hour faster than the rest of us. And I knew the fix was in. Driving Miss Daisy.
I went pedal to the metal right from the start. Hey, hey, hey! Only my pedal to the metal wasn't as fast as Saint's pedal to the metal.
I think Saint gave me a slow car.
Aw, shucks, guys. It turns out I had the fastest car.
Robin is racing! Robin is racing! Robin is...
Congratulations.
Thank you. Well,
Very
I'll
great.
tell you what you want to do is you want to take those corners tight.
You know what's
and then on the
interesting about what
straightaways,
you're saying right now is that
That's how
the
you
3
win.
of us had a meeting, and since it's so clear,
It was
that
obvious.
you cheated so hard.
What would you say is the fastest car?
Number 12.
Number 12?
Yeah, definitely number 12.
What, new engine or what?
New engine.
Okay. That's called research. Let me have the number 12, and let's give Kim the 3, maybe.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right.
Let's do that.
Saint cheated like the cheatery mayor of Cheatersville.
That's called cheating.
It's not called cheating. Who is this guy?
We are a team, and we live in a democracy, so we voted about who really should go in the screaming swing. Scream and swing! Scream and swing! Scream and swing!
Oh, God. Oh, all right, that's enough. That's enough. Oh.
Ah, yes, the Scream and Swing, living up to its name. So sorry, Saint, but karma does come back around. If you want to go visit the Family Fun Center, it's open tomorrow from 10 a.m. until 11 p.m. Next time we go, I'm going to try to do the bumper boats. I think I'll be more successful on those. 50 Shades Darker had its big premiere, and we sent Kim there to get all the details. The crowd went crazy when the film's stars were introduced. It was a masquerade ball-themed premiere. Kim is asking the stars questions submitted by fans, and we'll have 15 pairs of VIP tickets to give away to the Seattle premiere. So watch for our week-long series starting Monday.
Seattle artists unite in a race against time.
If we don't know what community looks like, we can't hang on to it.
Preserving the stories of a disappearing neighborhood. Plus, the Northwest family setting global trends in footwear for more than 100 years.
Felons, fugitives, thousands of those people try to buy guns every year. We found that those cases are never investigated, never prosecuted. Now King County's prosecutors telling police agencies, let's do something about this.
I don't think it's acceptable just to say, oh, gee whiz, there's nothing we can do.
I have a life I want to live. I don't want to be scared all the time.
The King 5 Investigators.
I used to love going to sports bars for honey barbecue chicken, but now I'm doing the dad thing.
Yeah, he is.
So we go to DQ for the honey barbecue glazed chicken strip basket. It's got 100% all white meat chicken strips tossed in my favorite honey barbecue glaze for a sweet and smoky punch of flavor. Plus, I get Texas toast, fries, and ranch. I like this dad thing.
I like this blizzard thing.
The all-new sauced and tossed honey barbecue glazed chicken strip basket, only at DQ. This is fan food, not fast food. Enjoy drinks and $2 pretzels during happy hour.
As the official spokesowl for WGU, I do a lot of speaking, but I also do a lot of reading. For instance, I read where Washington Monthly called WGU one of the most revolutionary institutions in higher education. Fact. And Forbes magazine said WGU is more focused on student learning than almost any other university. Also fact. What are you doing?
Air quotes.
Online, nonprofit, and surprisingly affordable. WGU Washington. It's a new kind of you.
Hey, man.
Sorry, man. I can't make it. Come on. It's okay.
I'm sending a friend.
What's that? I hear somebody needs a fifth.
I'd make a fan's day every day.
Welcome back to the show from the Northwest African American Museum. Black History Month is a great time to celebrate the diversity of our city and recognize the contributions of African American residents. That's part of what's going on right now in the Central District with a very special project. It's neighbors looking back to the past, but also looking to the future.
I remember the riots.
It's kind of a socialist idea.
Yeah, and the mayor said no. You're not going to shoot nobody.
These are the voices.
They shamed the country into starting that breakfast program.
Of a neighborhood at the crossroads.
Completely transformed.
Seattle's Central District was once a flourishing enclave for residents of color. Some would rise to worldwide fame.
Jimi Hendrix, Quincy Jones, Bruce Lee.
Now, many of the families who've lived here for generations can no longer afford to stay.
Well, I think that this neighborhood is ground zero in terms of the rate of change, but also the rate of displacement.
Documentarian Jill Friedberg is heading up a project to collect cherished memories before they're lost.
I'm drawn to people's stories.
They call them Big Bill.
And I remember having a lot of...
The Shelf Life Project is centered around the nearby Red Apple Market, now marked for demolition. It's as much a community center as it is a grocery store.
It's a place where people from this neighborhood find each other.
Here, residents past and present are encouraged to tell their stories.
If you are from the neighborhood, then you know these people.
The Shelf Life team is listening.
Listening and taking in the artwork that the community is sharing with all of us. God is official.
Today, artist Inye Wakoma is sharing his family's story.
History and context is everything. He didn't take out a loan.
Which, up until that point.
Some visitors shine a light on the past.
The first house was my grandfather.
Others on an uncertain future.
It feels lonely.
The people who built this neighborhood are worried about losing that took so much work to build.
All of the interviews will be shared and archived.
It's a powerful experience to share stories and also for the people from this community to hear each other's stories.
A gift to future generations.
Gathering those stories about the history of this neighborhood and the experiences people had building this neighborhood throughout the 20th century, I think hold a lot of lessons for a city that's changing so much right now.
Lessons shared from neighbors who will never forget where they came from, no matter where they may be headed.
If we don't know what community looks like, we can't hang on to it.
All right, Shelf Life will occupy that space next to the Red Apple until June, but they plan on collecting stories after that as well. If you would like to get involved, just go to the link on our website. Now, one of the people we just met in that story has his work prominently on display right here at the Northwest African American Museum. Inye Wakoma presents an elegant utility. It's a collage of family artifacts and photos and other carefully selected items that help tell the story of family and community in Seattle's Central District. Be sure to check it out if you get a chance. All right, Hunter Boots and Uggs have been the boots of note for the last few years, but a local family company says they made Uggs before Uggs.
They've been making a splash for more than a century, 125 years to be exact.
It's scary a little bit because you have all this history and tradition that you're responsible for.
Carl Mooring is the CEO, 4 generations after his great-great-grandfather founded Washington Shoe Company in 1891 to supply boots for the gold rush.
He was an old German shoemaker.
From those humble beginnings with shoes made of kangaroo leather to the wild styles of today, one of Seattle's oldest businesses still thrives.
People need shoes. And so historically, the shoe business has weathered depressions or recessions quite well.
From flowers to fur, high fashion to function, frozen to frogs and bugs, they have it all at their Kent warehouse.
Mothers would call and say, my children just love it. I can't get them. They want to sleep with them. So the little ones, you know, when they went go to bed, the mother would have to sneak in and take the boots off.
That's right. They invented the ladybug boot.
These boots become alive, and so children would see this frog, and it's like, it's not just a boot, it's almost like a teddy bear or something, and they have a relationship with them.
It's great to see how it's grown, and my sons have, I think, flourished, and we've had, I think it's really brought us closer together as a family.
Thank you, Michael. Speaking of shoes, the person in our office who hands down, feet down, always has the best shoes anywhere, Jose Cedeno. Take a look at those. Those babies are, those are like handcrafted, hand-designed? Yeah, we'll say that.
A mouth-watering tour.
So our hot dogs are just really, 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 really good.
Of some of the best hot dogs in the Northwest, next.
Coming now, follow my lead.
The Seattle Knockout, starring in Ed Sheeran's #1 music video. And it's no yoke. Seattle's hottest apartment amenity.
It's very excellent.
Comes with feathers. Evening, Monday at 7:30 on King 5.
Why do banks treat you and your money like this? They nickel and dime you with fees and minimum balances. Capital One won't do that. They've reimagined banking and built a checking account that's free of all that nonsense. No fees, no minimums, no gotchas. At Capital One, your money stays your money. What's in your wallet?
With Xfinity Internet, now we have the speed to work from home.
Xfinity delivers America's fastest internet according to speedtest.net.
With Xfinity TV, we can watch this or this.
X1 will change the way you experience TV. Call 1-800-877-2626 and get started with Xfinity TV, internet, and voice for only $33.33 each a month for 12 months when you bundle all three. Xfinity On Demand delivers thousands of hit shows, top movies, and more at no additional cost. Call 1-800-877-2626 and switch to Xfinity TV, Internet, and Voice for only $33.33 each a month for 12 months when you bundle all three. With the Xfinity customer commitment, it's all backed by our 30-day money-back guarantee, so it's risk-free. Switching to Xfinity is easier than ever, so make the switch today. Call 1-800-877-2626. That's 1-800-877-2626.
Why are drivers 50 and over switching to the AARP Auto Insurance Program from The Hartford?
I get the highest levels of service, low premiums, but when it comes time to deliver, The Hartford's been there, and that's what value's about for me.
Only The Hartford offers lifetime renewability. It's their promise not to drop you, even if you're in an accident. Just as impressive, customers rate The Hartford 4.7 out of 5 stars for their claims experience.
Go to trusthartford.com today and get a quote.
Wherever you live or work, you have plumbing, drains, water lines, heating, and cooling needs. Let Fox show you creative, cost-saving plans for all your repairs and new installs. One call does it all.
Out of the box, talk to Fox.
Welcome back to Evening from the Northwest African American Museum, where the critically acclaimed Dance Theater of Harlem exhibit is on display right through March 19th. Hey, are you feeling hungry? Well, this is a good time to check in with Kim as she shows us 3 of the best places in our area to grab a hot dog.
'Tis the season for hot dogs, and in the Tangletown neighborhood of Seattle, Diggity Dog has you covered.
When you're really craving a hot dog, you gotta find the place that serves it, and we do most of the stuff that anyone would ever want, really.
Their menu is extensive, with literally dozens of options for kids, vegans, and the staunchest of carnivores.
Getting a nice sear marks going.
The house specialty, the kimchi dog, topped with Korean fermented vegetables.
I gotta tell people if they're new to it, it's kind of like a spicy sauerkraut.
And surprisingly delicious on a dog.
Yep.
On the other side of the city,
if you just want ketchup on a hot dog, that's okay too.
Matt's has been serving up traditional dogs in Georgetown since 1992.
So our hot dogs are just really, 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 really good.
Made special for the restaurant, the hot dogs have no fillers or byproducts and snap when you bite into them, like an old-fashioned sausage. The toppings are simple and classic. Customers come for the food and stay for the personality.
I think the common thread for people that leave here is that they finally have purpose to their life. That's the main thing.
For arguably the most popular dogs in the Puget Sound, head to Tacoma.
Order up!
And taste the creations that make the Red Hot an undisputed fan favorite.
We go through about 12,000 to 15,000 hot dogs a month.
Brothers Chris and Stu Miller founded the Red Hot on a simple truth. Baseball, beer, and hot dogs belong together.
There you go.
They use 100% beef brisket, and most of the toppings are made in-house.
Just whatever's delicious, really.
Yeah, whatever tastes good on it.
The Red Hot is a tavern, so kids aren't allowed, but you can always grab something to go. A classic American street food served 3 ways, some of the best in the Puget Sound.
Yum! Thanks, Kim. Those look delicious. And by the way, Red Hot has just opened a new stand at Cheney Stadium in Tacoma.
Now, follow my lead.
The Seattle Knockout, starring in Ed Sheeran's #1 music video. And it's no yoke. Seattle's hottest apartment amenity.
It's very excellent.
Comes with feathers. Evening, Monday at 7:30 on King 5.
Attention parents and grandparents of young children. Have you received this special notice from Gerber Life? If not, you're urged to call this toll-free number now, because Gerber Life is accepting applications for their affordable grow-up plan. It's easy to help your child get off to a good financial start for just pennies a day. Free information will be sent to parents and grandparents who call now. Or you can apply right now over the phone if you'd like. The Grow Up Plan gives your child $10,000 in whole life insurance protection now, then doubles automatically to $20,000 later at no extra cost. Later on, your child can buy more, up to $100,000 in total protection, regardless of their health or job, 10 times the original amount. The Grow Up Plan also builds cash value over time that you can borrow from later. Help give your child a head start for just pennies a day. Don't wait. Call now for free information.
Call 1-800-417-6922 now. That's 1-800-417-6922 or go to growup.com.
5,000 years of Chinese music and dance in one night. Incredible, groundbreaking, a cultural phenomenon. A must-see, Shen Yun. Coming to Seattle Macaw Hall, April 7th through 9th. Buy tickets now at shenyun.com/Seattle or call 800-880-0188.
It's a question we find ourselves asking all the time. Is it worth it? Monday on King 5, find out if it's really worth it to have a professional prepare your taxes. Let King 5 help you make the right choice that's worth it for you. Monday on King 5, mornings.
The King 5 Newsroom. It's always buzzing. Dedicated people with one goal, serving you. With more journalists to tell the whole story and more ways to get informed, from Facebook headlines on the go to in-depth investigative reporting that changes laws and lives. It's all on King 5 and Kong. 2 channels, 1 trusted newsroom.
Tonight, a monster rises from the earth to feast on the living.
And he only comes above ground for 24 hours? One day every 7 years.
Who will be next on its menu? Grimm, the final chapter, tonight on NBC.
Kristen Stewart.
I love it. God, it's crazy.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
grocery song too, though, right?
Oh, great.
Bad.
Bad. No, that's bad.
I'm not going anywhere.
Hey guys, Kim here with a new interplanetary romance that just opened in theaters. The Space Between Us is about an ordinary teenager who happens to be the first human born on Mars. He strikes up an online friendship with a girl back on Earth, but when he finally travels there and meets her, he realizes his body may not survive the trip. The movie stars Asa Butterfield, Britt Robertson, and the great Gary Oldman, who had 3 big reasons for taking the role.
I just thought it was unusual. It has a great sort of charm to it. It's a family movie.
The Space Between Us is rated PG-13 and is now playing in Seattle.
Thanks, Kim. If you're looking for something else to do, you can also visit one of the many museums in our area celebrating Black History Month here at the Northwest African American Museum. That's a great idea. Or you could head on over to MoPop, the Museum of Pop Culture, formerly known as EMP. They have events going on throughout the month as well. And don't miss Seattle Art Museum's exhibit, Jacob Lawrence, The Migration Series. Kim recently got a behind-the-scenes tour. It tells the story of the great migration of African Americans from the South to the North. Lawrence was a painter and former University of Washington professor. Well, that's all we have time for tonight. Now on Monday, join us as we sit down with the woman who stars in Ed Sheeran's new hit music video. It was all shot right here in Seattle. And up next, it's an all-new Grimm. Thanks for joining us and have a great weekend.